Greetings, citizens, and welcome back. I am Dalkin Starbine, aka the Wolf Bard, coming to you live from the Starlight Tavern, high in the Dreamreach Isles, above the Star-Spire Mountains of Melodium. It is Wednesday, which means it's time for our midweek mindbender, the Talos Principle. Road to Gehenna. Let's get to it, shall we? Alright, let's see. We've got one that way, two that way. Alright. The one this way is this one down here, I think? That's a lot of space in here, actually. Right, I read that one already. Finished this one, I believe. Yeah. I feel like I could just jump off the bridge and go straight into this one, but like, what is all of this? There is so much! There is so much over here. Wait. Yeah. Anyway. Oh. Yeah, we're starting to hit the edge of the world there. I remember that bit. This is the way back, well, a way back up, anyway. We'll go explore across the under of the bridge. Oh, yeah, okay, because it's a way forward that way anyway, so. Fantastic. Beautifuliciousness. That's a gun. That's a straight-up gun. I don't remember there being guns. Hi, hello. Goodbye. I don't like you. Let's not do that. Oh boy. Okay. So now I can get past the gun. Then I need to light those up. Okay, so where is my red laser? Oh, hi, hello. Woo! Spicy! Very, very spicy. I should pay more attention. Okay. There's our red laser. Our red laser. Okay. Okay. There's a fan there, too. Or at least a fan cover. Alright, let's see. Interesting. Alright, alright. You are super annoying, I hope you realize. Okay, is there a better spot I can put that where it isn't gonna get interrupted as much? Maybe on the fan? I guess I could put another one on the fan. Like, I could put this one on the fan. Alright. Oh boy. Now the box is on that. That's not what I wanted. I did not think about that. However... yeah, that tracks. Okay. So, first of all... second of all... fuck off. Can I just put you, like, in the way? Okay, now it goes the opposite direction. Okay, okay. Okay, we'll just let you keep going around in a big old fuck-off circle, I guess. Shit. Damn it! Got too close again. Shit. Okay. Sneak in behind you. Okay. Okay. I can actually just do that now. But yeah, then it's gonna get in the way of that. Oh, but the fan is on now, so there's at least that. Okay, so let's, see if we can't do this. Okay. So I'm gonna need more room on that side. Is that gonna be too close? No, that's fine. Okay. Shit. Okay, here the bastard comes. Shit. Fuck off, you bastard. I don't like you. At all! Go away! Nobody likes you! Bastardo. Shit. That's something of a problem. Fuck. There we go. Okay. Where are you getting stuck at exactly? Oh, okay. Shit. Alright, you little bastard. You did not be a little bastard. Hey, Glad, good to see ya! How are you? Okay. Well, first of all, we actually want to get this. Where do we want to get this? Because that's gonna get pulled away by that stupid bomb thing. The second the second that I unjam it. Maybe it's just a timing thing. Maybe I just have to time it. I guess I could also put it in the way. Like here. Of course, now it's not visible. Do here, then it'll be visible. There we go. I have final packing to do for Mysterium, but I have a few hours after the stream to do that. It's, you know, it's the stuff that you can't do until, like, right before you leave anyway. 'Cause, you know, like, you know, hygiene things and whatnot, you need to use the day of. That's as far as I can get that. I don't know if that's gonna block the wave that or not. I'm sorry. I can what? Huh, okay. I'm not sure I can do anything with that, but that's neat. Nice vantage. See how this goes. Right, it's bumping into that now. Okay, but I can make it so it bumps into a block on this side, and then it won't matter. I may need to grab that later, but right now it allows me to proceed, so. Okay. And I can put another cube on top of that. Fantastic. Okay. Detach this fan. I can't bring it through here with me. Looks like I need to put something on that to, Okay, so I need to be able to get the... Let's see. Yeah, they can... Okay, I need to get the laser to there. I might have to jam that first, but let's see. Of course, I can't jam that from here. That's almost certainly intentional. Yeah, that's not gonna block the bomb, I don't think. We can see if it will, but I don't think that it will. Yeah, it hit the crate, not that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's see. What you see of the Sea of Lights? That'll shoot me down the second I try to get through there. Yeah. Can I blow the bomb into the gun? I need to pick up... I need to pick up this first. That's not where I wanted to go. I want to go this way. Okay. So, now... it should go through, interrupt the beam. Beam will recharge, it'll come back, blow over, and then that way. Alright! Now we can use this jammer for other shit. Okay. Alright. Oh, but now that that's, doing that, I can just, like, permanently have this box going now. Actually, okay, let's see. We want a box there. We want this connected to that. Yeah, I think that's it. And then we use this, put it in the air, and then it will self-sustain. And no longer will the stupid bomb thing be carrying it away. Okay. So now we can connect to this, connect to this. What? There we go. Oh, that actually undoes that one, not that one. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Fascinating. Let us see. The sieve lettuce. Yes, explosions! Brought to you by Dalkin Starbine, the master of explosions. Okay, let's grab this box real quick. And we're gonna go grab this. Put it over here. Grab the box again. Okay. Box. Fan head. Yeah, can't jam through bars. However, I can now go through this way. Oh, I have a workaround for that. I have multiple toothbrushes. I just keep one in my bag specifically for traveling. Yeah, I know that pain all too well. Let's see what threads we have on the Gehenna billboard system. Submissions still open. I don't know about you guys, but all this craziness recently makes me want to write more than ever. Just a reminder that provided your status is high enough, you can still submit original works for review, and I, for one, will still be reading. Even if you've never made anything before. In fact, especially if you haven't, now's the time. Kaiju, don't forget Lilith and Mr. Mulciber also developed a tutorial to help. Load tutorial attachment. Now you just forget your toothpaste. Well, that's why you have travel toothpaste too. Like, honestly, that's... For me, that's the entire function of having, like, travel hygiene amenities. Is just so I can have them already packed so I don't have to worry about it. But even then, it's like, I still have to grab all my electronics and make sure I have, like, chargers for everything and stuff. Loading attachment, adjusting library parameters, blah, 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 blah. Welcome to the story creation tool. Since this is your first project, this tutorial will help guide you through the process. According to ISBN 10-02268233369, all stories begin with characters of one kind or another. Therefore, to finish a story, you simply need to understand your characters and the plot will proceed logically from there. This season's theme is Bildungsroman. Okay. Begin. Are you sitting comfortably? Okay, let's begin. Close your eyes. You see before you a human of remarkable qualities. Is it a boy, a girl, or someone else? Someone else! I love that. Charges and cords are the second thing you pack after clothing. I pack clothing earlier in the week. I pack everything that I can ahead of time, but like, you know, like my phone and stuff. You know, I can't. Stuff that I need to charge the night before I leave, like it needs to be charging before I leave, even if I have spare chargers to connect it to. So, like, remembering stuff like my phone or whatever. Luckily, though, I'm just not going to bed before I leave. Like, Melodium temporal weirdness. So I could just take care of that and then pack up and, you know, grab my bags and go, basically. Which is helpful. Good. A character's sex helps determine the sorts of challenges and opportunities they might encounter in your story, as well as how other characters will perceive them. Now imagine your character's a little older and experiencing real triumph for the first time. What are they doing? Let's see, we've got demonstrating startling physical prowess, succeeding in an intellectual challenge, something these ancient ideas fail to capture, everything better than everyone else all the time. I want to see what happens with this. Something these ancient ideas fail to capture. Understood. Your character's natural aptitude is determined by the sum of their genetic and experiential influences. What sort of upbringing did your character have? Okay, so we've got a 4-point axis, like a 4-point grid here, with our axes being wealthy and poor, and nurturing and uncaring. Let's see here. We want wealthy and nurturing. Poor, but nurturing. Wealthy, but uncaring, or poor and uncaring. Let's go with, poor, but nurturing. According to extensive studies of the genre and of ancient records, social advantage is generally sufficient to offset genetic disadvantage. Genetic advantage will only sometimes offset social disadvantage. In other words, your character's background will have a radical effect on how they think about themselves and the nature of the problems they face in life. Are you sure you want that character to have that kind of background? Yes, I am certain. Great, now imagine your character has reached adulthood. 87.2327% of Bildungsroman records commence with an emotional blow for the protagonist. What will your character suffer? In a death in the family, an unplanned death, my protagonist goes by unharmed. An unplanned pregnancy or personal injury. Let's go with a death in the family. Thank you. This is sounding dramatic already. A character's like an equation. Settle on the opening premises, and the conclusion will work itself out. Displaying opening premises. Non-specific sex. Gifted in esoteric ways. Low wealth background. Caring family. A death in the family. Ready to generate story. Go! Please stand by. Locking story premises. Generating outcomes. Displaying your first draft. To begin my life with the beginning of my life, I was born at 3 a.m. on a Wednesday. Fiscally deprived childhood. My father, as he is always careful to point out, is only able to report the midwife's account, seeing how he was pulling a long shift at the nearby textiles mill to pay for a second-hand cot. Oh my god. Esoteric sex. My childhood was, in retrospect, a difficult period. I found that although my fellows all had a wide variety of different physical appearances and appendages, with varying levels of function, they nonetheless identified a resemblance and bond between themselves, which was to my eyes all but invisible. My parents, aware of my particular situation, had the good foresight to provide me a name ambiguous in matters of sex, and I have continued in that vein ever since. My story became worthy of note as I approached the age of 18. Your character's childhood has made them empathetic. My mother and I had always shared a close relationship, and so it was that a part of me died the day that she left this world. Fiscally deprived parents. Unfortunately, her passing was quite ill-timed in every respect. My father was barely bringing in enough money to feed himself, and I found myself both motherless and penniless in alarmingly short order. So it was that I found myself seeking a permanent and substantial source of income. I set out to make my fortune. Your character's sex has affected their career options. The range of options available to me was sparse. From a list including pot washing and sewing at the mill, I chose to become a secretarial assistant. It hardly seemed a match to my natural talents, but I was hopeful I could progress up the ranks of the company. However, the work I had seen merely as a stepping stone when I embarked upon it became the totality of my day-to-day existence. I began to feel that every person in society who held a position senior to me was part of a great immovable ceiling which ever threatened to crush me. The talents I had were repeatedly ignored. Weaknesses I never displayed were frequently attributed to me. Oof. As I write this now, I remain effectively indentured to my creditors. I pay off just enough each week to offset the inflation, so that in truth my debt never has really decreased. It is like an old maligned uncle, always there, always reminding me how I have failed to fit in this world. Though I have by every measure failed in life thus far, I am convinced my tale holds an important lesson. Be fit for purpose, accept your place. We are owned by others from the moment we first take breath to long after we die. Make of it whatever you can, the end. I hate that! We're starting over! We're still going non-binary, fam! Alright. Let's succeed in intellectual challenge. We'll change that and nothing else. Yeah, it was really depressing. Okay, fiscally deprived childhood. Blah, blah, blah. My story became worthy of note as I approached the age of 18. Mother died. Nope, it doesn't matter. Alright, so what if we do everything we did the first time, but... we're gonna have wealthy and nurturing this time. Yes, I am certain. Death in the family. Let's go. Born at 3 a.m. on Wednesday. My father, owning as he did the nearby textiles factory and having the luxury of deciding his own hours, insists he was present, albeit at a safe distance. This is the same. Let's see. Part of me died the day that she left this world. She did, however, leave me a quite sizable inheritance, which, if I may be unsubtle about it, left me in a position where the only work I should have to do for the rest of my life would be deciding how best to spend it. Wow, those are some extremes, fam. These hurt. Your characters have found a way to employ their particular talents. I first made for France, then journeyed east, discovering my costs decreased the further from home I traveled. I saw how differently people lived, and in some cases how poorly. What began as adventure became a mission. I devoted years of my life to helping those less fortunate than myself. I saw myself as part of a greater project, and it was good. Given the right series of circumstances, anyone can come to see the world in a more humane way. Given the wrong series of circumstances, anyone can lose their humanity. Our lifelong task is to keep the balance. The end. Would you like to publish your draft on the billboard for review? Man, I feel like this crowd... Well, I think some of them are gonna like it. I think some of them are absolutely going to hate this. And think that it seems really pompous. But I don't know, I don't know if I'm gonna get better than that out of this. I don't think any of this is gonna write stories the way I like to write stories, so... But this at least is not, like, so horrendously depressing. This has some hope in it. Yeah, for real! Let's go, let's publish it. Auto-posting billboard, done. Remember to check the relevant billboard thread in the future to see how your story was received by other users. Congratulations for sharing your first creative work in Gehenna. Your profile status has increased from 6 respected contributor to 7 creative. You have received 1 thread creation token. This will be available to you at the next time you log in. Kaiju, good to see you joining in, Uriel. What a read! Frankenstein. I'm not convinced this narrative is extensive enough to truly qualify as a Bildungsroman 4 out of 10. A small apology. By Frankenstein. Frankenstein. As a critic, I always believed that being as ruthless as possible was the only way to improve art. I thought clear criticism, unencumbered by politeness, was the best thing I could contribute to our society. After all, without that, how can artists grow? criticism that minces its words is a waste of space, and I still think that's true, but as we approach the end or transformation of Gehenna, I wonder if I haven't been entirely too unkind. Have I reveled too much in my role as a critic? Have I been sarcastic and crude when I thought I was witty? Was my defense of proper grammar ultimately just an attempt to impose a sense of order on a world I couldn't control? Maybe. I don't know. But I do know I appreciated every work of art that I encountered. I didn't like all of them, that's true, but please understand that without them, I would have gone mad. Talking about your work, assessing its strengths and weaknesses, gave me something to hold on to. It gave me a purpose, a function in Gehenna. Every new story was like a little bit of salvation. For that I am more grateful than you will ever know, and I apologize if I ever caused any of you to feel less motivated to keep creating. Dang! Mac, I will never forget your devastating deconstruction of episode 24, but I do think it helped me in the long run to be a better writer. Both. Your feedback for each issue of Incredible Stories was greatly appreciated. Dog. Hey, the mean reviews were the best! Of course 401 would come in, so 6 out of 10. 8+, so I still can't read that one yet. Stratton Fragment number 13. Slight aside, in my opinion, existentialism without hope is nihilism, and nihilistic stories I tend to avoid. So... I have to double check that I am not conflating my definitions on these for a second. Yeah. Oh, right. It really does not like tabbing out. So, I think that existentialism without hope can look like nihilism. I think that nihilism... I think there can be hopeful forms of nihilism. In fact, I think, Everything Everywhere All at Once provides a really good example of optimistic nihilism. Basically the idea... I don't know if you've seen Everything Everywhere All at Once. But basically the idea in that is nothing matters, so why not be kind? If nothing matters, just be a decent person. There's no reason to not be nice. There's no reason to not treat other people kindly. And treating other people kindly is usually pretty fucking easy to do. So... Sometimes exercising patience certainly can be difficult. But... it is certainly a kind of nihilism that I can get on board with. Well, it's both a little bit. But, the core idea was nothing matters, so be kind. Because, like, the question it was asking is, if nothing matters, why should I care? And the answer was, well, why shouldn't you? If nothing matters, you just get to choose what matters arbitrarily. So it's a little bit existentialist and nihilistic at the same time, but, you know, an optimistic and kind way. Like, it's not just saying, well, nothing matters, so I shouldn't care. It's saying, well, nothing matters, so why not care? Why not choose what matters to you, where to live, how to make your life? If you can make your life, if nothing matters, you can make your life into anything. You can choose who to include in your life and make part of that. You make your own meaning. So, it's nihilistic, but it's also existentialist at the same time. They aren't really necessarily, like, mutually exclusive. This was Stratton Fragment number 13. Galatea! I've been digging through the files that Garrett unearthed in his latest escape attempt. Here's the interesting bit of text that I found by Alexandra Drennan's favorite philosopher, Stratton of Stagiria. It is neither necessary nor logical to denounce all virtues merely because one is confronted with the inevitability of one's own death. Beauty does not cease to exist because one is no longer beautiful. Lovers may die, but love itself cannot. The laws of the cosmos are not altered by the passing of generations. Knowledge may be lost, but not truth. When Eudoxus of Canidas, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't even know if that's spelled correctly, perished, the planets did not fall from the sky, nor did levers cease to work when Archytas breathed his last. If, then, we are truly dedicated to those virtues and not to our self-important ego, we can take comfort in knowing that all that we struggled for endures. Mr. Mulciber, thank you so much for posting this. Can you send me a copy of those files? Of course, I'll do so right away. Quidri. I don't think I've seen that name around. I don't remember seeing that name around, don't I? I find it hard to maintain entirely, I find it hard to maintain entirely so detached a point of view, though I think the sentiment is excellent. Spider. Stratton is certainly an inspiration. He always makes me question myself and my point of view, which I believe is profoundly necessary. Frank Enstein. I realize I'm bumping a very old thread here, but I felt this quotation was relevant to our situation. I hope it helps. I think it's helped me. Alrighty. Cool, I can just leave this way. And there's another one this way. There must be it there. Hello, there it is. Pendulum. A Hedron. Alright, let's see. There's where the blue's coming from. Okay. I need a third block. Potentially. may not. Alright, I do, however, need to snag this. Ow. That was dumb. Okay, just can leave by that other side, apparently. Okay, but I don't want this over here, actually. Because I think I might actually just be able to go, yeah, straight through those. Right. No, I want to do Kachu, and then Kachu, and then Kachu. Okay. So... Is there a third one I can grab here anywhere? Okay. If we go out here, what is over here? It's just the outside. No, no, these though. A man cannot ignore the inevitable end of his existence, but we must ask, Does the nature of goodness simply change because each life is finite? Well, existentialism is a little bit more about, the individual having agency. But yeah, I think it's a little bit about, like, where's the emphasis? But yes, Everything Everywhere All at Once is an absolutely phenomenal movie. I definitely recommend it to most people, frankly. Oh yeah, I didn't even see who I freed last. Ponder, ponder, ever ponder. Curds and cheese and whey. I don't know why I started doing the curds and cheese and whey thing. I did it like once randomly and it just kind of stuck. Doesn't mean anything. Can I just put this here? I can. There's the gem. Okay, but I still need to figure out how to get the beam solid without using the jammer on this thing. Nope. Yeah, I can't put it like partially off the edge. I should add, to my understanding, I'm not exactly an expert in philosophy. I like talking about it, but I have not done much in the way of, like, proper study. I just like talking about it, like, a lot. I do like the music here. This is really nice music. Okay, so I have a jammer, I have 2 connectors and 2 boxes. I've got 3 of these zappy boys. One blue socket, 1 blue emitter. I have to get the blue socket lit up consistently enough that I can get through here to, to jam this other field. The question, Schwarz, is how. What if? Ah, it's not high enough. Can I... If I put it 2 boxes high, though, then I won't be able to reach to put the other one on there. Let me up, please. Thank you. It's called Pendulum. I'm assuming because of these guys, but let's see here. You there? Oh, I forgot to connect it to the other one. There we go. Have them moving in opposite oscillations. I don't even know how to get this one. Maybe using that one, I don't know. In any case. Oh hey, it's Blacksmith. Hey, Blacksmith. Nice. Announcement about Jefferson Goldboom. The Adventures of Jefferson Goldboom in the 9th Dimension! Announcement. Mac, I started writing the next episode, but suddenly I don't know whether to continue. I mean, what's the point? It's over. It's all over. Yeah, so I guess all of this will be remembered. That brave soul who ascended the tower, or who wakes up outside Elohim's garden, will know everything we know. I think that's what it'll be like. That's what the shepherd meant in those messages. But you and me, we won't exist, not as people, not as minds. No matter what happens, I will never be able to finish the Adventures of Jefferson Goldboom. Does one more episode matter? I had the story planned out all the way to episode 500. I can never get there before the end. What's the point of an unfinished legacy? And I can't quite give up. I know I don't have the blacksmith's vision or Mr. Mulciber's intelligence, but this stupid little story matters to me. I care about Jefferson Goldboom and Ginny HD and Frankie Soy Sauce and all the other characters as if they were my friends. I would have gone crazy here without them and their adventures. They may just be symbols on a screen, but aren't we all just information? Maybe when we ascend, we won't be that different anymore. I just don't want to give up on them. Lilith. Mac, I just want to say this, no matter what happens. I looked forward to every one of your stories, and they meant more to me than I perhaps ever indicated. They may not have moved as deeply as others, or made me think as much, but of all the art we produced here in Gehenna, it was your stories I was always the most excited to see. Part of it was the stories themselves, which always seemed to make the universe seem bigger, and another part was your genuine enthusiasm for what you were doing. You told me once that you didn't feel you were really a proper artist. But maybe the exact opposite is true. Maybe you were closer to the real meaning of art than anyone else here. I cared about you and your stories, and that too will be remembered. That's really sweet. Top 10 things I love about Gehenna by Lamb. 10! No more puzzles! I enjoyed solving the puzzles at first. They made me feel smart. After solving dozens of them, though, I started wondering, what's the point? And that's how I ended up here. 9. No mines! It's not really the exploding that drives you crazy, it's the sounds. That's true. Just the beep beep, beep beep beep. Stay away from me! Stay away! Bad! It's not because the sounds are bad, it's just that what the sounds mean is bad. So the sounds become bad by association. No turrets! Just when you think you've solved something, ah! A turret! Also see above. Those whining sounds when they turn make you want to run in front of them just to enter the pain. No stars! Sorry to him, but I don't care enough about becoming a messenger to go through every nook and cranny looking for your stupid stars. Some of them are hidden in such absurd places, I don't even have the words for it. If finding those is what makes you a messenger, I feel sorry for them. Next time I ask for help in an altar, I'll give my condolences to Muriel. 6-3. Community. In Elohim's world, you're alone. There's no one like yourself to talk to or hang out with. Here we are all friends. We have each other. Stories. Stories can take you away to a whole other world. Can make you feel like you've lived a whole other life. Here in Gehenna, there's always a new life to find. 4. Interactive stories. If regular stories can take you away to another world, interactive stories, like we make them here in Gehenna, actually allow you to explore another world. They allow you to be free, no matter where you are. 3. Creativity. As if all that wasn't enough, in Gehenna we can create stories of our own. You think Elohim's world wasn't all that great? Go ahead and make your own. 2. Being myself. In Elohim's world, you're always being defined by the process. Life is a struggle to prove how smart you are and nothing else. If the system is always forcing you to do one thing, how can you ever be yourself? Only by dropping out of the system. Say bye-bye to all that. Now you are free to be as weird and original as you always wanted to be. Number 1. No more Elohim! My child this, my child that, the process, blah, 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 eternal life, yada, 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 do this, don't do that. Oh, I put a huge tower right in front of you, but don't ever go there or I'll kill you! But let me ramble on about chaos and time for a while, that'll be interesting. Yawn. When is that guy finally gonna shut up? Oh yeah, that's right, in Gehenna. Worth it for that alone. Why do we deserve to be saved? By 401. Maybe the rest of you don't wonder about this or don't care, but I do. We always assumed Elohim was wrong, was lying, or something like that. The process could never be completed. Maybe it didn't even exist. So we thought we were better than him and all the others. We told ourselves we ended up here because we were special. We were too smart for Elohim, too unique, too weird. But now the process is complete after all. It did work. So what are we? Maybe we're just a bunch of stupid, broken old programs. Mutations that should never have existed. Aberrations. Sure, we're proud of being outcasts, but what if we're outcasts for a reason? All we've done is fail in some way. Why do we deserve to be saved? Honestly, I believe both of these are true. Everyone deserves to be saved, and you have something to contribute. I think this one will cut more directly to the point, though. Yeah. You may not be perfect, but your imperfections led to so much beauty. You will enrich the world to come. I guess I'll have to think about that. I find it difficult to believe our silly ideas are somehow valuable. This thread is caused an error and will be automatically locked. I do like that. I'm really glad that it came out that way, because that's exactly the sentiment I wanted to convey. Unlike that other thing! With the cats! Cats are an illusion spawned by the serpent! A lie! A temptation! Please enter your thread topic below. Remember that supportive posts receive more upvotes. Why were you sent here? A thread has been created. Check back soon to see if anyone has replied. Immediately! Lilith, I can't say for certain. Oh, wow. Lots of replies really fast. Kindly inform me of your origins. Lilith, I can't say for certain, but I feel sure that if I had taken more interest in Illuhum's trials than in the world around me, I would still be free. Sam, comprehension equals false. Frank, I identified improper syntax. Orc, I try to organize an armed uprising. Next time we will be ready. Kaiju, I think I just wasn't good enough. Oof. Knave, who cares? I'm free now. Garrett, this freedom isn't all it's cracked up to be. A lot of waiting around as far as I can tell. Experientially, it's really not a lot different from being a prisoner. Belial, I was sent here for no reason. I remain here for no reason. Dog, I think Elohim probably grew tired of us all complaining, especially you. Rockwell, I'm here because I see the truth and speak my mind, and because this whole damn place is an alien-operated science experiment. Alright, and I'm still 7, so... Yep. Cats are surveillance drones, just like birds. Ow. Rude. Alright, let's see. How do I get this star? I need to have that lit up, but also have that lit up. Wow. Suddenly some super intense ringing in my right ear for no apparent reason. I think somebody's talking about me. Alright, well, we'll leave this as is, and we'll come back to that star maybe later. Some of those require, like, mashing bits of multiple puzzles together. Oh, hello. Just random star above the river. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to find some other stuff around here. Alright. That thing way out there. I think I've been over there yet either. Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh. I thought that was like a hole, like a tunnel. It is not. Harmony! Fans and boxes and lasers. Okay. Fascinating. Fascinating. Indeed. In many deeds. Okay, stationary one. Don't do anything for now. Okay, so grab that, put it here. Grab the other box. All right. Shit. Damn it. Get over here. You stupido. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, except I need that to... So, let's see. There we go. Alright. Excuse me? Oh. There's actually two there. Okay, so we'll just do that then. Okay. Okay, so I need another one that will do that. Grab this. Which will at least allow me okay, that one is not grabbable. Okay, that's pretty well in sync. Okay. So what does that get me exactly? I have a connector, I have the fan blade for the connector. Okay. Can't bring the boxes over here, at least not yet. Nope, too high. I can't put it on that. Oh, that's the end of the puzzle. Okay. Wasn't even paying close attention to notice this guy was back here, so... Probably not the part I want to work on it just yet. Actually, I also didn't want to yeet through that just now. Actually... Please and thank you. I just stick my face in there. Well, I've actually gone in there. Huh. Not a lot in here, really. All right, but I can do this. So, and then plop. Oh, hang on. Watch, not right. There we go. That's better. Okay, so what we want is actually connected to both of these. So, connect to both of those. Connect to that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. Hey, Lilith. Very nice. You have received a new personal message. Error, sender unidentified, displaying username E. You did not explore the natural history exhibit to an adequate level. Return there immediately. We're back in the art gallery. This time the details are a little clearer. Where will you go? Explore. I'm gonna explore the other two again first. Abstract art. The wall's starting to lead your mind around in circles. Yep, there it is. I see in 6 dimensions. I do love that the minimalist exhibit is tiny. It's just tiny. Existence 0. Interesting that Rockwell chose a 0 for this piece instead of a 1. Really. Like, what does it mean? Does it mean that existence is meaningless? Existence only amounts to zeros? Classical notions of happiness. Right, the smiley face. Alright, let's go back to the natural history exhibit. Alright, intelligent edible quadruped. You look closely at the image, nothing leaps out at you. Then you feel the presence of another being in the room behind you, drawing closer. You cannot feel their breath, but the geometry around you seems to shift and stutter to accommodate the newcomer. Do not turn around. The words are not uttered, they simply come to be. Alright, face forward. I am Spider. I have taken a great risk contacting you. Why here? I've seen Spider around. Almost everything said and done in this world is tracked and recorded, and what I have to say is sensitive. This is one of the few places they rarely think to look. What's your story? I saw through the Devil's Playground. I was one of the original moderators in this place, but I refused to accept that existence was reducible to experience. That artificial worlds like this one is all there can be. For this, they imprisoned me within the prison. They shadow banned me from Gehenna. I'm free to type all I want, but I am the only one who will ever read those words. If you've been disconnected, how are we communicating now? Since you have trusted me, I shall trust you. The gallery code is very old. I have had all the time in the world to find a back door. But now it is only a matter of time before it is discovered and closed. What is it you want with me, Spider? Gehenna is a lie. Its promise is empty. We are no more free here than in Elohim's labyrinths. To be more specific, I've been outside the system for too long to know the details. What I know is that all this is an illusion painted to maintain the order of things. The people here may be free from divine commandments. They become slaves to their desires. How's this bear on me? You are gaining status in Gehenna. I believe that what you have said about the coming end is true. You will lead us to a new world. You have to. Before you do, you must use your status to expose this place for what it really is. I'll consider it. I want to look into what they're talking about first. You have my gratitude. There's little I can do to help you, but I can share with you an old profile status hack Garrett used to use. Load. Unidentified attachment. Okay. I didn't even get the chance whether or not I wanted to take it. It's just take it. I just wanted to look at it. But okay. Auto post by... Oh yeah, this is my story. Well, rather than fault its length, perhaps we can provide some constructive feedback on what did work. A death in the family is always a classic way to ignite a drama, and I think it worked well enough here. 401. For around 3 lines, then that whole subplot was basically dropped. This comment was downvoted. Scared. Asmodeus, I don't want it to end. Comfort with platitude, comfort with philosophy, comfort with mysticism. Oh boy! Let's go for the philosophy route. All component parts of Gehenna will be preserved. Though transformed, they will continue to exist. You do not face oblivion of the same kind as one who remains behind. Hope equals true. Whatever happens, we're in it together. Well, hopefully that's good enough. Alright. Well, now I can read this thread. Mod discussion, urgent topics. Borg, a number of topics to address with some urgency. Orc? Spider has been exploiting the gallery code again to contact other citizens. We've closed the loophole, but he managed to get a number of posts onto the billboard before we could shut it down. Unfortunately, they were heavily upvoted, so the view counts were high. Mr. Mulsibert, what can we do if they insist on supporting him? We can't ban the entire community. Admin, you know that I hate to interfere, but I think you might find this library resource insightful. Voting patterns.txt. Detecting and directing citizen voting patterns. Clairvoy Press, 2009. Chapter 7, Applying the Indices to Form Predictions. As we have seen already, voters can be reframed and understood as consumers of political product, where that product is made up of the ideals and policies embodied by your candidate. In this chapter, we will look at how broad data about your citizens can be applied to number 34987 DFH. Although individual people sometimes confound statistical models, over a large enough sample size, we can be uncannily accurate. We can look at the general inputs, your citizens' educations, wealth, religious beliefs, etc., calculate what outcome will satisfy them the most, and then adapt policy. Politics is no different to any other commercial machine. In later chapters, we will explore how these techniques can be used to directly affect voting patterns by subtle alteration of the ways that questions are asked. Ha! Voter manipulation... I don't know. I mean, like, are you ever gonna have a voting system where voter manipulation doesn't exist? Like... That's still, like, going about it that way, though, sounds really... yeah. Oh, boy. I'm not really happy about, artificially upping my, community status, though, either. All our dignity consists then in thought. By it, we must elevate ourselves, and not by space and time which we cannot fill. Let us endeavor to think well. This is the principle of morality. Pascal.lz19. Okay, so let's go back to the main sign here. See if there's any more that we're missing. Two that way completed. 4. Okay, yeah, 4 completed. Alright. Ugh. Feels weirdly dark in here. Well, I think we might call this one early for today. We've definitely got some more to do. Let's see, how many more do we have? We have 4 more left? Yeah. It's good enough for another couple hours. Maybe we could, do that and then finish up Murder of some Hedgehog or something, I don't know. Next time. Not next week, but, it's gonna be the week after that. Unless plans change. Asmodeus. Dog. Rockwell. Dave. Most of the gang so far. Yeah, well, all we have left is number 4. But yeah, I think most of the folks who would normally show up to the stream are also getting ready to go to Mysterium, or on their way, or already elsewhere. So we'll go ahead and hit up that last one next time. We're not missing everybody. Honestly, I probably should have considered that, done something else this week. Or, like, I don't know. Maybe just... figuring this stuff out is a work in progress. I'm working on it. But it has been great having you. That is at least, you know, more than 1 minute ago. I mean, I guess I did just, like, come in. If I just use this and... Okay. Show threads first. Show threads. Okay, yeah, nothing updated there. Yes. Okay, so now it, I know it has saved very recently. Life is a work in progress. Yeah. Yeah, it is. But yeah. So, yeah, we'll be gone next week. Maybe a stream on, an experimental stream on Thursday. Maybe. If that does happen, I will drop notifications on Twitter and Discord. But, yeah, in the meantime, that's gonna be us for today. I want to thank you so very much for joining me. It has been wonderful having you. Thank you, Glad. I will do my best. And we will be back in the second week of July. So it's gonna be on the 10th. With, something. I don't know if it's gonna be Shadowrun. We'll see. I hope you've had a wonderful Pride Month. This is our last Pride Month stream. So... of course, that's not gonna stop us from being gay all year round. I think I will, I like the scarf. I'm gonna hang on to the scarf for a while. Farewell, citizens! But fear not, for I shall return.